All right, D, your boy, the fruit bat, RG3 out there just all over DK Metcalf. Let's check out this tweet right here. So basically, he's saying, "Why in the world did DK get ejected?" Then he reposted something right after that. Right here, check this out. And he's like, "Oh man, look what he did to Fred Warner. Made him look like a child. The way he flipped him. Oh man, he's in love with some DK Metcalf, man. And to me, I'll just be honest, man. Anyone could flip anyone from behind. Like, what the fuck is he talking about? It's so funny seeing the comments. If you guys look at his Twitter, dude, just look at the comments. They're like, what the fuck? I didn't even get this dude off my timeline. I don't know. It just seems that this guy, he's in love with Seahawks, and he always takes shots at Kyle Shanahan, the Shanahans, the 49ers. And to me, it's so weird how he's like, oh yeah, making him look like a child. Fred Warner, though, he played it smart, man. He didn't want to get the penalty, and unfortunately, Lenore got the penalty. But what do you think about this, man? Your boy all over DK's nuts, man.
Um, I'll go back just like how you mentioned earlier. So I think this won't be the last time we see this, just because, like you said, man, he's always taking a shot at the Shanahans because this is a guy that they drafted, and I think they really did like try to help him succeed. But man,
Yeah.
he's just a dodo bird on the field, man.
Yeah.
He got himself injured, and he saw that Charmin.
Yes.
If he just learned how to slide, he probably would still be playing right now. But because he's an idiot at playing, doesn't know how to dive, you try to be like bigger than what he was going through tackles, and that kind of ruined his career. And then just because the Shanahans are like, well, man, this guy is on like one leg basically. We had to turn to Kirk Cousins, and that guy is actually like a smart player. This guy could help us win games. Of course, he was salty about it, but
And I agree with you, 100% agree with you. But the thing is, he would have got injured no matter what. The guy was a $195, like 6 feet. People complain about Purdy. Purdy has those ham hock legs.
Yeah.
He's got some big ass legs. Freaking RG3 had little freaking toothpick legs, and that's what Kyle Shanahan tried to do. He knew what he couldn't do. This wasn't Big 12 football, so he had to make him run the damn ball and do everything. Because in the Big 12, he could throw the ball deep to anyone. Everyone's open. They have me and you out there playing cornerback in the Big 12. So it was absolutely a joke, man. He made him that Rookie of the Year. But no matter what, but when he came back, he wanted to be a pocket passer. All right, you got your chance. This fool couldn't read the coverage to save his damn life, man.
Yeah.
So honestly, I don't want to be messed up, but that kind of helped him. He could be like, oh, I would have been great if this didn't happen. So, I mean, he has that to him, because honestly, if he didn't get hurt, his ass would suck, man. I'm telling you right now, his ass would suck. And as far as Fred Warner goes, man, what a joke. Anyone, like I said, anyone could flip anyone over, and just trying to act like, he owns Fred Warner and the 49ers. We've seen Fred Warner. Look at these videos right here. Him boxing. He's been boxing for the past for like 2 years. This guy's actually a good boxer, man. He's actually getting really good. He would whoop DK's ass in a fight. I'm telling you right now. It doesn't matter how much muscles you have. If you know how to fight, me and you both box, he would whoop his ass. It doesn't matter what.
Just watch any bodybuilder.
Just watch any bodybuilder fight,
trying
to box. He has the worst physique to be a boxer, because once you have those arms up, slowly it's gonna start going down.
Best example of that, look at Le'Veon Bell versus Adrian Peterson.
Oh yeah,
Le'Veon Bell is completely
lean,
tiny. He's lean. Adrian Peterson looks like a beast. Who got knocked out?
Adrian Peterson, because he had those freaking guns.
Yeah,
and as those rounds went on, his arms started to drop.
Yeah,
and
it started to drop because it's heavy. Yeah,
it's heavy, exactly.
You can't have all that weight on you. But yeah, just like you were mentioning though, going back to RG3. Yeah, he's gonna be, man. Even if it wasn't DK, if it was like somebody else, he'd be raving about him, man.
Yeah.
The one thing, and you can just tell that is very biased, because what most people would say is that, man, DK's a freaking idiot, man. You're the best player on that team. He's been playing like a beast the last couple of games, scoring the touchdowns and having those deep balls with him and like Gino and Drew Lock. And so like, for him, he's been playing good the last couple of games. They're still in it as far as like the playoff run. It's them and the Rams for that wild card race. And so for him just to take himself out of the situation, just a freaking bonehead play.
And get ejected.
And get ejected.
And then you're praising him, like, oh man, what awesome. Why did he get ejected? Well, dude, he did two things. First he body slammed him, and then he freaking did that cheap shot, whatever.
Yeah.
So I mean, what the hell is he doing praising him?
And this isn't the first time. He's always like getting like angry at it. That's why Shanahan joked about it. Like, who can get under his skin, because he's always doing that. Pete Carroll had to sit down with this guy and be like, hey, idiot, we freaking need you. Like, you can't be fighting like these players, man. You're like freaking sensitive. I don't know if it's because like the whole like draft, or like he thought he should have been gone higher, like, or if he thinks he's like the best receiver in the league, like Teal syndrome. But man, like, you gotta like know that it's kind of like Ron Artest syndrome, like where it's like you gotta know like how important you are on the field, and when you take yourself out, you're screwing over your team, man. And so for RG3, you can tell that's biased, because for him to like be raving like, oh man, like I can't believe you do that to Fred Warner, makes him look like a kid. It's like, dude, like, you're really praising the fight, man. Like, you're supposed to be an analyst.
Exactly.
You're not a sports commentator or a boxing commentator. Yeah, this is the NFL, man. You're supposed to be like saying like, dude, DK, the freaking Seahawks need you, man. Why are you doing that, you idiot?
Yeah.
But instead he's like, oh man, I can't believe this.
He's awesome. Absolutely. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Maybe he has a crush on DK. You know, we always heard those rumors back in the day in Washington. I don't know, because that was weird. That was the weirdest take I've ever heard. I was watching that. Like, did he really just say that? Like, even, okay, if it was someone like from the 49ers back in the day that did something stupid, like Bill Romanowski or there was like hot heads that I'm like, dude, what the hell are you doing? I would say it, man. I'll be like honest, 100% honest. Like, I don't know. I see like a lot of Seahawks fans out there like, dude, what the hell are you doing? But for him to just pretty much be like, you know, like stroking him off, it's weird. Like, it was weird. The weird take, I didn't understand it 100 at all. But I don't know. It is what it is. I just feel that was interesting. But what else?
That was pretty much it. Just that was just an dumb take of that guy, man. And you could just like, that's only going to get you so far, man. Like, because people are going to be looking at that, and when you're going to get the hate and the backlash, that's only going to reflect bad on you, and people are going to look at that, man. You got to be doing your job as far as like telling people like, oh, DK, man, that's not what we represent in the NFL. Like, that the Seahawks need you, man. And so for you to be fighting out there, and even like for us, man, like we were even pissed at Greenlaw. Like, I know that was a whole different situation with the security guard shouldn't have been in the field. Yeah. But Greenlaw's also got to know, like, dude, we freaking need you, man. Yeah, and so we can't be doing that. Well, not so much of the body slam. He was still in bounds, but you can't be like hitting a security guard or hitting people like afterwards and like scuffling. But and then he's got to realize that we need him. I know there's a lot more to it. But at the end of the day, Greenlaw's got to realize, like, take the penalty, but we got to realize we need you on the field. And so with that, what RG3 needs to just imply is like, DK, the Seahawks need you, and you guys are still like in a tight race. That maybe the game was still out of reach, they would have come back regardless. But still moving forward, what if that was a game to get into the playoffs? Then what? Would he still be saying that to somebody else or to another team? Yeah. You know what I mean? And then what if that was a reason why they didn't make it to the playoffs? And so, like, let's say, like, later on the season for the Seahawks, that same situation happens. So RG3 going to be all over it? Exactly. So it's like, it's such an L take, man.
Absolutely. But that's what we got, man. Let's know what you think about the situation. Do you agree with RG3? Or is he full of it, man? Is a fruit bat full of it, man? Let us know down below. We'll talk to you next time. Peace.